New Telco, 2 decades deep, 20 years strong, never missing a beat. Back in '04, yeah, they started small. Now they do it big, standing tall.
The idea behind was that we actually, in the past, were very focused to carrier colocation. And I see a great demand for data centers for corporate customers in the region. And the idea was born 6, 7, 8 years ago, but it wasn't easy to find the right location. So once I found a location, I started realizing the idea. You know, I'm building data centers since 25 years. And in Germany, we would say the first house you build for your enemy, the second for your friend, and the third for yourself. So this is the third. Certification. I mean, to building the data center, as mentioned, I'm doing this since 25 years. The construction and the planning I did myself, there was not really a challenge. The biggest challenge right now is the certification, which is a lot of paperwork. We are very lucky that we have 2 different power connections from 2 different power grids, 5 megawatt each. Means it's not 10 because 5 megawatt, if one grid fails, the redundancy is the other 5 megawatt. So the total capacity right now is 5 megawatt. We ever been carrier neutral because we don't provide any IT or IP services. What we do have is we have 2 dark fiber providers in the building. One is NGN and the other one is Gasline. These are mainly dark fiber operators, so I would say also a little bit of carrier independent because they also don't offer IP service or layer 2, 3 services. So we have them from both sides, means fully redundant, plus Deutsche Telekom, also redundant. Actually, what we might need to say is we also created a fiber ring to the carrier locations in Frankfurt, so we are able to provide any carrier connectivity through that fiber to over 700 international operators in Frankfurt. The calculation is less than 1.3. There's not a big experience right now, so we're working every day on new ideas, how to reduce the effectiveness. So I hope that we go closer towards 1.1. We have 3 different cooling systems in place, so that was a huge investment. We can start from free air cooling, water system and DX system. So depending on the outside temperature and the humidity outside, we try to use free cooling directly from outside. As this mostly is not possible, especially because of humidity, the regular is a water ring. So this is quite standard today. But we can switch between 3 different type of cooling systems to use depending on the temperature, the most effective. As mentioned, we are lucky that here in Karlstein we meet 2 of the 4 power grids in Germany. So we have actually tier 4 power connection. I actually say we have tier 4 plus because both power connections are covered fully with diesel generator and UPS. And the air condition system, which is also very critical, is N+2, which is, people say tier 3 plus. So with power, I signed 100%. As we're planning to certify after EN 5600, there are rules we have to follow. So there's a big fence outside, which is higher than usual. There's a camera system in place, motion detectors. We're using the latest technology, so not the old motion detector systems. Today it's a computer and it's actually AI who can differ between an animal or a human being. So this is completely in place. We have the security concept inside the building. So the 4 steps to go to the data center room. Good is that because we just built it, we are really using the latest technology. I mean, standard, I think, for data today is photovoltaic. For sure, we will install photovoltaic here. We have photovoltaic in Frankfurt. Additionally, we have access to reuse our heat, because this is what we have plenty. The problem right now is I have nobody who wants to use it now. And we also work on, we have 1,500 square meter roof. We have 50,000 liter cistern outside. There are different ideas also to use the rainwater to reuse it. There are many ideas. The biggest problem is the bureaucracy in Germany and the cost. Well, right now I'm happy that we are mainly up and running. I have extension place here. I can build another hall next door. We already own the property. This year the challenge is the certification, and maybe next year I take a rest for 1 year and then let's see what happens. I think, and this is the reason why we built at Karlstein. If you hear 5 megawatt, many of the big players will laugh and yeah, this is nothing. I see ourselves as an edge data center for the region, because especially AI, I would say the whole digitalization goes more to the region. You cannot place all the data in 3-4 huge data center locations. If you see Frankfurt, yeah, if something happens in Frankfurt, 80% of the data is gone. So I think regional data needs to be stored regional. And we are just starting in Germany with digitalization. We are proud that we already have the biggest internet exchange, DKIX, with a POP here. So the benefit is that we bring all the international data to the region. This is pretty much the big difference to maybe other regional data centers, because of we have this connectivity. Yeah, this is my mile rock. Now, New Telco turned 20 years this year, so it's quite nice that we celebrate our opening of our biggest project and also our 20 years anniversary. I don't know if there's an advice. You need a lot of money and a lot of patience. Yeah, I mean, this is a project we are actually mainly 1 year late because of political situation. This is a project we started 4 years ago, so you need some patience.